So everything that was core and central to what it meant to be an Israelite, to what it meant to be one of the covenant people of God, has been taken away from them. So when we read the stories of Daniel and Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah, which many of you may call Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, even though those were their slave names that were given to them by the Babylonians, imagine what it took for them to stand up to Nebuchadnezzar and say, I may have lost my land, I may have lost my king, I may have lost my temple, but I have not lost my faith, and I will not bow down to your statue. Then when we understand the context of these stories, it makes so much more sense for us because we understand what they had to go through in order to make that stand. Does everybody understand? All right. So again, context is so important. All right. So now we also have the Syriac Peshitta. All right. This is a version of the Old Testament that was begun very early, possibly as early as the 1st century AD. And the translators were Jewish or Christian is not known. And it comes into great agreement with the Masoretic text. Now, this is a very important one, the Latin Vulgate. This will definitely be on your quiz. The Latin Vulgate was translated by Saint Jerome, a really important figure in church history, Saint Jerome. He is the first person that translated the Old Testament into Latin, and he translated it from Hebrew and the New Testament from Greek. All right. So he's not translating from a translation. He is translating directly from the original languages. Now, remember, he ain't got no computer. He is doing this, family, by hand. Imagine the time that this had to take. All right. And this was the Bible of the Western Church until the Protestant Reformation in the 1500s. All right, and it continues to be the authoritative translation of the Roman Catholic Church even to this day. All right, the Protestant Reformation saw an increase in translations of the Bible into the common languages of the people.